Maybe I would agree that Germans are not the funniest people necessarily. And many people also say Germans are very dry or very cold. But the way I would describe it is that we are reserved. So that means when we first meet you, there will be some ice between each other. And it will take a while to sort of melt that ice or break the ice. But if you manage to break the ice, then Germans are super nice people. So if you manage to make a German friend, that process of making the German friend will take longer. But if you have managed to make a German friend, then it's really a close and strong friendship. So I have friends, and that is very common in Germany, from kindergarten times. So one of my closest friends, I probably know like for almost my whole life, because our moms used to go to like a baby group, play group together, and ever since we're friends. And now it's like long past school times, long after kindergarten, right? And that is very, very common. I think in Malaysia it's very easy to start a conversation with a stranger, and people are very open, and having a first conversation is very easy, but maybe then to have a very close friendship is a bit more difficult, because you maybe have a lot of friends, but maybe not all of them are really close friends that you would like call when you're feeling down or you have an issue. And in Germany maybe you will have less friends, but those friends are like the ones you can call at night, and if there's something, and they will be there for you. And even during my wedding, like we had our wedding in Penang, and many of my friends flew all the way from Germany just to be at the wedding, and there was no question about it, like nothing like, oh, I cannot come, I have to take holiday, I have to take day offs from work, it's not convenient. No, we will be there. And I think that is a big, big difference. So what I will always tell our students as well when they go to Germany, don't get discouraged straight away. We might seem a bit reserved in the beginning, or a bit maybe skeptical sometimes, but it has nothing to do with you. It's just because our way of making friends, it just takes a bit longer. But it's worth it. So, have some patience with that as well. I would say generally at uni, it's easier to make friends because everyone is new. If you start uni in Germany, I would really recommend to try to make friends in the beginning, because that's when everyone is new. So you have the highest chance to make friends and connections during that time. And one benefit, by the way, now a bit out of topic, for the English programs as well, is that you'll have people from all around the world. So you'll definitely make friends. Even if maybe in the beginning it's a bit difficult to get adjusted to the German culture, you have friends from other places as well. So that is really, really cool. And during my uni times, that's also something I enjoyed a lot, because you learn so much about different cultures. For Germans, punctuality is really important, and when you say, for instance, let's meet at 10, you should actually be there at like 9:55. Latest at 10 you should be there actually, but most people will be there a bit earlier. Of course, it depends on the person as well. I have some friends that are chronically late, but generally in society, it is considered a bit disrespectful if you're late, because you're basically disrespecting someone else's time. Like it's not worth the same as your time or something like that. So in Germany, if you're in Germany, try to be punctual as you can. So a part of me is still adjusting to that in Malaysia, because in the beginning, I never got it. Like sometimes you get a wedding invitation, and then it says there 4, and then everyone like that was going there is like, okay, so we can leave maybe at 4, and I'm like, but it says we have to be there at 4. Yeah, but actually nobody will be there at 4. And I also sometimes I get invited to events, and then it happened that I was in jam, stuck in rush hour jam. In my head, I'm already stressing, oh my god, I'm late, how can I be late? Then when I arrived, even though I was late, I was still one of the first people there. So now this is still something I'm getting used to, because now I already know that sometimes to those events you actually have to be a bit late. But inside me, everything is against it, I feel bad, I feel stressed, I feel uncomfortable, but at the same time I know I have to, do that, because it just doesn't make sense. Because sometimes when you're there at 10 but nobody else is there, you're wasting your own time. So that's a huge cultural difference. And if you're going to Germany and meeting with Germans, ensure that you are punctual.